Hello, and welcome back to Dustfire Media. Not Scars of Disorder this time. As you can see, if you're watching, we're joined with a little bit of a different crew. We're lacking a Nick and a Monroe, but we.
Oh, I thought they were here.
I am
Me?
both of them.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, Johnny has absorbed both Nick and Monroe, and they're now just
It's a bit of like a station
One
situation. If you've
yeah.
seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, you know what I'm talking about.
I am not.
Me neither, but I know exactly what he's talking about. No,
No, you don't. You don't, and that's okay.
Nick and Monroe are unavailable today, but next week we should be able to get right back into the Avatar things. But for today, we're actually going to be playing a game that Sam has been wanting to play for a while now, Sodalitas, and so I'm very excited for that. It's a game that's geared more towards like showing your kids TTRPGs. It's a little more simplified and fun in that sense. Sam's going to explain a little bit more what the game's about, who created it, and stuff like that. But for now, since we're going to be playing a game that's a little more geared towards kids, I wanted to ask a question in regards to us when we were kids. And I think we've already asked what was like one of your favorite cartoons that you grew up watching. What's a cartoon that you would want to go back and show your childhood self? Or maybe not even cartoon, like any form of entertainment media that you've experienced now that you're like, oh, I love this, but as a kid, I would have loved this.
Does it have to be something that existed when we were a kid?
Maybe not.
I think that's the whole point of the question, right? It's something that you see now that didn't exist. That you.
Well, I mean, there could
it could have existed.
I wasn't sure if this is something that you missed as a kid, but you've seen as an adult.
Yeah,
ideally something that you haven't seen as a kid, because what would be like, hey, you should watch this again. That's not really the question, but
I think we're talking about three different questions, right?
No, right? Just what's a piece of entertainment media that you've discovered recently, or like in your adulthood, that
regardless of when it initially came out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That you would be like, hey, I want to show this to my childhood self.
This is maybe like a little bit older as a child, but I feel like late elementary, middle school Justin would have ate up Doctor Who. Like, I love that show now. It's, there are better seasons and better doctors, but sorry, they're all great doctors. They're better writers. They're better showrunners. It's always in my head. It's always a showrunner that is fucking up Doctor Who. Sorry, we're playing a kids game. Maybe I shouldn't curse. But like, I feel like the Monster of the Week sci-fi stories, like young Justin would have just loved.
So good. I feel like young Danny would be terrified by some Doctor Who episodes, like the recent one.
I would definitely skip some for sure.
What's it called? Like the shadow, the one that's like hides behind people.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, terrifying.
I told you to watch it. It was such a good episode. That episode.
Oh my god,
freaky. And it was maybe I won't spoil it, but it's also kind of somewhat related to one of my favorite spooky episodes of Doctor Who, which is the one in the Crystal Planet on the train. And I don't know if you've seen it, the monster never appears. It just slowly takes over someone's voice and starts speaking before them. It's terrifying.
Interesting. I've only seen I guess it's not technically the first season because there's the old Doctor Who.
Yeah, but
Christopher Eccleston's Doctor is the only one I've seen.
He's my favorite.
I know he's nobody's favorite.
Someone's gonna come for me, but I think he's forgettable in the new Doctor.
I mean, he's only
my wife and I were just talking about this. He is no one's favorite Doctor.
Because he has like less than 10 episodes, right? He only has like a handful of episodes where he's
a full
season,
20 episode season.
My wife just sent me a text in all caps that says David Tennant is the best.
13 episodes. He's only in 13 episodes.
Is she watching the stream, Johnny?
No, she can hear me somewhere in the house. I
tell-
don't know what room she's in right now, but
You can tell Kate.
She's like, I know they're talking about Doctor Who. I gotta
I-
get my takes off.
she heard me say Christopher Eccleston, and she knows what's going.
She knows. I respect her decision. It is the wrong one, but I respect her decision.
I got it. Okay, she's saying things I can't repeat on this particular stream.
Remember, we're playing with a kids game.
That's why I stopped myself from repeating what she said to me.
I don't know. Justin already broke the seal.
I'm sorry.
True.
I'm still
I
thinking I'm
think...
like, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm still thinking on like a show or a movie that I would show myself as a kid, but I would have liked if I got into TTRPGs sooner. Because I didn't until like I was like 16, 17. I wish I like got into not even just that, but like even like Magic, like got into like the deeper board gaming scene at a younger age. I feel like that would have been a happier kid.
The craziest thing too is like I look back at some of the things that I was doing and I was basically playing TTRPGs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just didn't have the name for it. I didn't have maybe some of the more like scaffolding rules and mechanics, but I was basically playing TTRPGs.
Yeah, when you put it that way, me and my friends were LARPing constantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's just playing a TTRPG, but you're saying it and acting it instead of just sitting around a table.
Yeah. I think so. I came to Star Wars weirdly late. And so I think if I could go back in time, I would do Star Wars earlier. I did not see the first Star Wars movie or my first Star Wars movie until I was 21.
Oh wow, I did not know that about you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Star Wars now, but
changes everything. My whole like psychological profile I had for you now is just it's thrown out the window.
sorry. That's probably also why we've talked about this on air before, not on this show, obviously, but it's probably why I don't like Clone Wars and like the Star Wars animation stuff, because I was an adult before I saw any of it.
That's fair. I think I watched that in college, mostly. I feel like that's maybe even a little too late, but it's still good. I love it so.
Yeah. I mean, like, I hate the animation style, and I think that would have been true even if I watched it as a 13-year-old. But
look, it does kind of suck. I'm with you. It's a dumb animation style.
Sam, did you have anything in mind?
Yeah. Again, anytime you ask these type of like, what did you watch as a kid? I die inside a little bit because I didn't watch anything.
How about a book? How about a book?
No, I got
you've
books.
read. Yeah.
I read a lot of comic books, and my favorite superhero was a legendary Avenger, Hawkeye. And so I think the piece of media that younger me would have loved was the 2012 Matt Fraction, David Aja Hawkeye run.
Fucking good.
You did it again.
I'm sorry. It's so good though. It's so good. If you haven't read it, easily one of the best like comic books in like modern comic book series. It is incredible.
So that would be the one.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one. I wish I read comics as a kid. I wish I read comics just in general.
I think Matt Fraction also did an Iron Fist run that was pretty good too. Or at least I liked. Oh yeah, he did the Immortal Iron Fist. That's one of Iron Fist's best runs. It's one of my favorite comic books.
Heck yeah.
That's a suggestion for you, Sam. Matt Fraction's Iron Fist run is incredible.
Heck yeah. Well, maybe we can give our adult selves a little bit of what our childhood selves were missing tonight in a little game of Sodalitas. Yeah, guys? So
yay.
I'm going to go ahead and just pass things on over to Sam.
Yeah, thank you all for letting me insert my own biases into this podcast /stream. I came to this game actually after listening to you all play some one shots, and I Googled like one page RPGs, and this came up, and it was a system. It was that was recommended in like some review blog or something like that. So I followed the links, and it's a pretty light system. It feels like it's like a good introduction for younger people to like dungeon crawling, but it has like a lot of those touch points, like, you know, dwarves and half orcs and stuff like that in sort of the packet. But it is a really simple D6 system, and we're going to be doing an even lighter version. So this game is called Sodalitas. It's by Jan van Houten, and it's illustrated by Nicolas Folio. I'm not saying that right, but I tried and gave it my best effort.
It was good. 10
It was
out of
good.
10.
Actually, I just looked up the pronunciation and Folio.
There it is.
Folio.
It's great.
Johnny, why don't you take a stab at it? Well, I'll just everyone go around. How do you-
I can't. I don't know where it is, so I can't. Oh, I found it. Yeah, no. I don't know.
I found it and I've stopped. And
I give up.
yeah, I had never played Dungeons and Dragons, so I couldn't bring that to my family. So I found this system and was like, oh, this seems easy enough. And then I made it even easier. So I think you can Google Sodalitas and it'll come up, and you can buy it for like $4, downloadable PDF. So definitely support our boy Jan van Houten, because we're about to use his work. So the way that we'll be running this is we'll do character creation, and then instead of using any of the prefab adventures that comes with the packet, I've actually just made a random dice table that will roll out the scenario. Players, you all can look at the Google sheet that I showed you, so you can see what's going to come, or you can choose to close that tab and just experience it as it comes to you. I will
Tab
let
closed.
you. Yeah. I say that because my son he likes to know, and so he'll look, but then he'll metagame real hard. I had to stop him. I was like, you don't. Your character actually doesn't have that information. You can't fill in the blank in that way, son. But the character creation starts with a concept, and it is 4 words that describe your character. So the examples that they give here are learned and unbearable alchemist, or well-trained young guard, or tough old goblin warrior. And so for you all, feel free to expand on anything you want. Let's see. In our past games, there's been a jellyfish named Jellybean. Let's see what that is. Let's see. An adventurous, cuddly, strong jellyfish. And then we had Vampirina, which was a magical, flying, musical vampire. So really just go nuts with it. We've had a flying dog in our past games. We've had a giant fisherwoman. All good stuff. So if you all have any ideas of what the name of your character wants to be and what you want their 4-word concept to be. And the other thing I'll say about concepts is that it will come into play. So if you are in a situation where your concept can actually help you, you would actually get a +1 to whatever roll. So if you are, stinky lying rollerblader and there happens to be a long stretch of concrete that you need to get down quickly, you'll get a +1 to that roll because you can rollerblade really quickly.
I love it.
I really want someone else to go first.
Actually, me and Danny talked about it offline, and we agreed that you'd go first.
Yeah, we
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
No. I'm so workshopping mine.
I'm mainly because I want to know. I want to know the tone that you two are going with.
Oh,
What if we set opposite tones with our characters?
We could. It'd be funny.
I'll also vamp a little bit more and put a box around the world that I create. So I will GM for kids. So we are thinking.
Oh yeah. Nothing.
No, I'm just saying that that's what I know. And so, like, you all can go ahead and create a grimdark character if you want to. You will be put into Toontown because that's my frame of reference.
I got
No.
Hypersexual murder sex bot.
all right.
You
I
have
got
one
my
extra
name.
word too, Johnny. That's only 3 words.
They're all hyphenated.
That was one
I
word.
got- I got my concept and my name.
Okay. What would you like to start with? Your name or your concept?
I'll start with my name. So I'll be playing as Rolo Di Rolo.
I love it already.
He's a fast slug, kind of blind.
Slug, kind of blind.
That's good. That's good. So now I feel more comfortable going. I'm gonna, funny enough, can go with the insect motif here. I
Nice.
already had this in my head, and it just fits. My name is Bees with a question mark, all caps. And my concept is a sentient hive of bees.
A sentient hive of bees. All right, yeah.
Sentient hive of bees.
Okay, yeah. I love it.
And is it fees with an F?
No. Bees?
Oh, bees. Okay.
The
I
question
also
mark is a
thought it was
part of
funny
his
when
name.
it was fees.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah.
Peas, and the economy. I love it. You know what? I have enough adventure sheets. I'm also just gonna type in your guys' characters so I remember.
Cool. I'm gonna play Frank Wiener, very strong hot dog vendor.
Yes. I love that. That's perfect. And along with it, you also have a couple of different things. You've got an inventory. You can start off with 2 items. Items in the past have included Scotch tape, slap bracelets, a book of matches, a net, a cleaver. You also get a weapon too, so you can fight the baddies. So if you have anything that you want to put on your person, you also have 4 other slots for inventory of things that you can pick up along the way. Will that happen? Who knows? I don't know what I'm actually doing. I'm making it up as I go along.
All right. Do you want to know what items we have?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool.
Because also your inventory and your weapon also can give you a +1 in any applicable situation. So
Cool.
if you have if you come upon a nail that needs to be driven into a wall and you have a hammer, then you will get a +1 to that roll.
I have a pack of 8 kosher beef franks and long tongs.
I love this.
I love it.
What about the buds, Johnny?
How many items are
I
you
only
supposed
had 2 inventory slots.
You get 2 at the beginning.
Okay.
He's a hot dog vendor, not a bun vendor. Justin.
Yeah, come on.
The bun vendor's down the street.
See him first, then come to
Look
me.
over to buy hot dogs, and you just slap just raw, not even raw. You just slap just unbunned hot dogs into their hand. And they're
I
like,
had
"Where's
an
the bun?"
argument with my bun guy.
So it's 2 items and a weapon, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and a weapon.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought my tongs had to be my weapon.
Oh no. Would you like them to be your weapon?
Yes, I would, and I will have a bottle of mustard be my other
I was about
item.
to say, yeah,
I
you
love it.
gotta pick the condiment squeeze bottle.
All right, I got my items. So for my 2 items, I have glasses, but in parentheses, always broken. So it's why he's kind of blind. And he has a jar of his family slime. It's passed
Ooh.
down generations.
Yeah, yeah.
Just collect the slime of all the slugs, and it's very valuable. It's definitely going to be of
They're
use.
not producing their own. They're using the family slime.
I didn't know that's how slug lineages work.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not like that. It's like like Justin. You have like teriyaki sauce. The rest is
Yeah.
passed down. It's like slime. They just
Yeah, I
scrape
got
off
that.
some slime, put it in a jar,
Yeah.
let it ferment like sourdough starting.
It's like when a family has like a blanket, you know what I mean, and they crochet like a new square every
Yeah.
generation. But it's just a bottle of slime.
Yeah.
Um,
And for my weapon, Rolo de Rolo has a pair of track spikes because he can't wear them
Hmm.
because he doesn't have legs, so he uses them as a weapon.
Does he have arms?
No, but he has
Oh, the antennae.
the eyes.
yeah, I thought.
Does he have arms?
Which also wearing a pair of track spikes on his eyeballs does not help with his blindness.
Maybe that's why he's blind. Maybe if he took them off, he'd be fine. All right. I would like for my 2 items a jar of magical honey.
Ooh.
I don't know what it does yet.
We can make it up as we go along.
And I am also seeing this animal companion. I would love for my animal companion to be one of those like bee TikTok ladies. You know what I mean?
No.
No, I have no idea what you mean.
No,
Good thing
it's
about
like
TikTok. Your
I've
never
algorithm is yours.
you've never seen this. You've never seen these videos of like
this is the reason why I'm not on TikTok.
it's literally it'll be like come with me as I like get rid of like an infestation of bees, and it's just
Yeah.
like this lady like wearing a bee suit, and she's like digging through to find the queen, and then she grabs the queen and puts it in the thing, and all the bees follow the queen.
Unlike
And
Sam, I am chronically on TikTok,
It's
but I
goofy.
have never seen this.
I don't see them that often, but I was
I
seeing
thought you
them
were talking
for a
about level
while.
of like a beekeeper on TikTok. That's what I thought you
It's-
were talking about.
They're not a beekeeper though. They're like
She gives them
they're
away.
like a beekeeper that's like making house calls.
Should I write down bee influencer?
Yes, bee influencer.
Yes.
I love that. Yes, please. My animal
Amateur
companion.
apiarist.
Yeah, is a bee influencer.
But I like that that this influencer is in your inventory. I can dig it.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. And originally, I was imagining the sentient hive of bees like in like a scarecrow. You know what I mean, like holding a scarecrow up. But now I really love the concept of them just taking the form of a humanoid shape constantly.
Yeah, it's like the school of fish in Nemo.
Yes, very much like that, but bees
Okay.
and a humanoid-looking thing. And so now I'm also finding it funny that they have a regular, just like short sword, but there's just a bunch of bees like constantly holding up the hilt, and they gotta like pull it out eventually.
That's great. So in this system, you have damage in the form of stress. So each character has 3 stress. So think of them as fatigue in Avatar Legends, and if you full up your stress track, something happens. I will make that up if we ever do get to that. Again, I play with kids who are sensitive, so I usually don't knock them out. They usually win, but you all look like you might be able to take some hits.
I
So
can't take any more bullying, Sam.
I will
we'll see what
leave.
happens.
I will leave StreamYard. if
Okay,
I
all right,
take
that's
too
okay.
many steps. No.
However, you also have something called an ability, and your ability is basically your special move, your power move, if you would, and your abilities take. You would have to mark off one of your stress to use your power move. So examples from the past. Let me see what we got here. Let's see.
Oh, those are just suggestions. Those are not like they has to be. Okay.
No, you can make up your own. So
I
my
love
dog,
it. I love it.
who had a magical flying singer vampire. Her ability was called Good Song, and you would mark one stress to sing a song and calm someone down.
He's played as Marceline.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Let's see. What are some other ones? My son's, he had Magic Club. Mark one stress to put an enemy in an uncomfortable situation. Okay. Let's see. We had my nephew was a silly, strong garbage man, and his ability was to mark one stress to put anyone he wants into a trash can.
I love it.
And bonus points, you get to also name your ability and give it like a cool title.
My ability's name is Jerry Seinfeld's The Bee Movie. And and the sentient hive of bees quotes the Bee Movie at hypersonic speed, rendering someone incapable of acting due to the sheer brilliance of the script.
I was really hoping you'd say when you activate it, the next time someone says B, time moves faster by like 1%.
I don't think I could do that. Wait, it what does it do again?
It leaves them in awe of the perfect script. And so they're kind of stunned for a little bit.
It is a perfectly written script. Sam, I'm a little annoyed because Justin is min-maxing.
Min-maxing? What do you mean? How so?
I also don't know what that means.
He's making the best possible character for the system. He's breaking the system. No. I chose my ability. I named it Slip and Slide.
Ooh.
And as a description, I put use goopy slime to zip around.
That's good.
Should
I make mine more kid appropriate? Sorry, is that what you're saying, Danny?
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying you're too powerful.
You never know what the situation is going to be.
It's true. Maybe we're fighting wasps. You know?
Oh, I get a little tense.
Kind of out for the count if that happens.
Because don't bees like hate wasps?
Yeah. Wasps like.
Or do wasps hate bees? Wasps hate everyone, I feel like.
Wasps kind of hate everybody. And also the insect hates everyone.
Huh?
There's a joke about the acronym WASP.
Oh.
I forget exactly what it stands for, but White Anglo something.
Saxon.
I forget what the P is. Protestant. White England Protestant Saxon.
White. All right.
Johnny, does Frank Wiener have an ability?
Yeah, I just gotta look one thing up real quick.
Oh my gosh.
So ominous. I love it.
Okay. His ability is called Joseph Joey Chestnut. And it makes his opponent suddenly feel like they have consumed 76 hot dogs.
Good. It's really good. It's really good. That's very
good. Were you looking up the amount of hot dogs that Joey Chestnut had eaten for a record, or were you looking up Joey Chestnut's full name?
That makes sense.
No, I was looking up the record.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's good. It's good.
All right, I think we're ready to roll. Let's see. Let me get a number between 1 and 10 from each of you, and then I'm going to enter it into this random table, and then it will spit out the parameters for this adventure, and we'll go for it.
Why don't we roll it?
Yeah, I rolled 5.
Oh, hang on.
2.
Wait, hang on. 9.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Are you all ready to get into this?
Yes.
Ready as I'll ever be.
It's so
All right.
ready.
So Rolo de Rolo, Frank Wiener, and Bees are all hanging out together. Where is the place that you all congregate?
The bank?
I love it. Yes, the bank.
The bank.
It's a chase bank.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And what are you all doing there? Do you work there? Is this just do you like to hang out on the
Yeah, just
loitering
loitering.
inside or
Loitering.
outside?
Well, I'm there to make a deposit.
Roller to Roller just really likes their water.
Mm.
From the water dispenser, from the fountain, from
Yeah,
the
and something
bathroom?
about
Sneaks
something
into
about
their
like
break
little
room kitchen.
Yeah. He's like there's always sandwiches in the break room kitchen and the refrigerator, and they're always so tasty.
And Bees, you were
Uh,
there.
Bees is Bees is flirting with the teller.
And I'm assuming that Frank, are you in line behind Bees? Are you at the window next door?
Yeah, I'm standing in line waiting for either the teller that Bees is talking to or the teller at the next window who doesn't seem to be doing anything but hasn't called me over. I'm just waiting for one of them to pay attention to me.
And
Oh.
Frankie, you will continue to look at the teller, and she will look right back at you and go back to her phone.
Oh no.
The teller behind the counter talking to Bees is very receptive to the advances. She kind of twirls her hair and says, "Oh, really? Tell me more."
Okay, so I was thinking that we could hang out later.
Oh, I don't know. I sort of have plans already.
Oh, forget them. Come out with me. We'll go find some flowers.
Oh, I love flowers. And she looks at you. She's like, "Do you have an Instagram? Maybe I'll follow you."
Yes, you can find me at Bees.
Oh, is that 12 E's or 13?
It was 13. Very good.
And
A
she
baker's
punches
dozen.
in that information. And Rolo, are you in the back or are you in the front? What's going on?
Oh no, Rolo is he's in the lobby. He's grabbing the little triangle like paper cups, filling them with water. And he has to like grab them using his eye sockets. Like he like holds a cup between his eye sockets and he like positions it up and like pours it so like the water just like streams into his mouth while he's
Mhm,
holding the cup above his head.
mhm.
And he's doing that.
At this point, you hear a commotion at the entrance to the bank. And you can see from your position the shining bald head of billionaire tycoon Jeff Kisses. And he looks in some type of way. He has a panicked stench coming off of him that radiates throughout the bank. And you can tell that this titan of industry is in distress. Do you all do anything with that information?
Yeah, Rolo drops the cup as he's distracted and just looking at Mr. Kisses.
Frank looks down and realizes that there is a mustard stain above his apron on his shirt, and so he's and the smell of this coming off of Mr. Kisses is not as strong as the smell of hot dog water that has permeated Frank's nose, and so he doesn't notice.
Constantly smells like hot dog water. Oh man, I wanna pick up your little nugget here, Sam, but I feel like a hive of bees is pretty communally minded and would not like a billionaire.
You're good. I think Rollo would zip over to Mr. Kisses. I say Mr. Kisses because what was his first name?
Jeff.
Jeff. We'll walk over to Jeff. And like, everything good?
And Jeff looks at you and says, "Oh, Rollo, no, things are terrible. Things are terrible right now."
It can't be that bad. And he'll slap him on the shoulder with his eye.
Wait, is this
Jeff,
slug human sized?
I have that
it's a
question about
human-sized
Frank
slug.
Wiener as well,
Sorry,
too.
I mean,
Yeah, Frank Wiener's human sized.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
He's
we're all
a human.
Yeah. Sorry, no, yeah. The slug is human sized.
I was picturing an actual.
Were you? I was definitely picturing a human-sized
Picturing a
slug.
dashing hound this entire time.
How would
No.
I be able to hold that paper cup?
No, Frank Wiener. I was picturing Frank Wiener as a
Oh.
dashing hound.
Oh,
This
Why?
is so much funnier now that I don't know. It's so much funnier now that I know he's a regular human hanging out with a giant human-sized slug and a sentient
thought he
hive of
was a-
bees.
You thought he was a
I'm gonna
dog.
add-
this entire
I'm gonna add
time.
human to his descriptor. Very strong human hot dog.
That's too many words. Too many words.
He
I put a
can't be
hyphen
human.
between hot dog and
You gotta,
vendor.
you gotta get rid of one of them. You gotta get rid of one of them.
Oh my god.
So Jeff continues on. My stock, my beautiful stock in my warehouse, it's all gone. Everybody has ordered it off of the internet, and my trucks have been going out, and we haven't gotten our supply. The guy in the office, he's put tariffs on our trade partners, and we don't have anything to resupply our warehouse. I need you, Rollo. And he looks over and he sees Frank. He's like, "Oh, thank God, Frank Wiener. I know you have hot dogs. I need your team and that sentient hive of bees over there to restock my warehouse." What do you
He
want?
that guys.
To the teller. Sorry, just 1 second. And
She's still typing in the E's.
hive of bees turn around.
I gotta make my deposit.
The tellers flip their signs around, and each of the signs say, "Next window, please."
Aw,
Sorry, Frank. We'll come back later.
all right. I'll stop at the ATM.
Frank just has thousands of dollars of cash on him that he's been trying to deposit.
Jeff looks at the cash and says, I can deposit that in my own personal bank, but I need your
Don't
help."
give him money.
I'm not gonna. I give him money every day anyway.
Jeff, I'd give you money if I had any.
You'll get this eventually.
Damn right I will. Will you help me?
Mr. Kisses. I must be honest. I do not like you or your business practices. You have taken all of the honey for yourself and not left any honey for anyone else. Why should we help you?
I will literally give you anything that you want. Do you want a new
Can we go to
queen?
space with a pop star?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. You can go up for 6 minutes. You can go up for 12 minutes.
Make it 10 and you have a deal.
Perfect. Jeff, is in a tough spot right now, and he is willing to put the majority of his power and influence into getting you whatever you want if you help him out with this situation. He has come looking for you all specifically because he knows that you have the ability to restock his warehouse with hot dogs, honeycombs, and slime, which is oddly enough the best seller on the internet.
The slime. Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Danny knows that.
Mhm.
We will do it for a majority share of your organization.
And $1 million.
Or just
says
that
yes.
trip to space.
He will grant you each of those things because
Nice.
you know he's a good billionaire.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
that seems like an oxymoron to me.
it's a fantasy world here, Justin.
Let's imagine something that could never happen in real life.
Imagine.
A billionaire? That's ethical.
Jeff says, I need the hot dogs. I need the honeycombs. I need the slime that you can provide. Also, I've got a lot of boxes that like need to move from the trucks into the warehouse themselves. They're all different types of things. So let's shake on it and call it a deal. And he sticks out his hand and pats Rolo on the head, which is tantamount to a handshake. He wipes the slime off his shirt and he says, come find me when you're done. And he walks out
slaps
of the
you
bank.
on the shoulder with his eyeball again. And at this point, that eyeball's like red. He's like, ah!
Jeez.
I wish I had hands. Well,
I'm gonna
guys,
eat
we
the
got something to
first
do.
hot dog in space.
Jeff has walked out of the bank, and he is under the impression that you all are going to take this job.
Wow. I'm going to be a millionaire after we do this. Never been a millionaire before.
And I will be dissolving his company.
Whoa. How are you going to do that with acid?
No, I have the majority share.
That'd have to be like a real big vat of acid to dissolve all of that.
No. I went to Harvard Business School. I have the majority shares. I get to control the company.
Oh. You're going to get to go to space.
Frank will go to space.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to Frank. I forget that we're in a virtual setting and that we're not sitting around at a table with each other. So when I turn to look at my friend Frank over here, only I noticed that.
Once I eat that hot dog in space, I'll have the most popular hot dog cart in the city.
You can have a hot dog cart in space.
Too remote.
Oh, you're so right. You're right.
To get to the bank, or to get from the bank to the warehouse, it's a little ways across town. How do you all get there?
Rolo is going to say, hop on, as he revs his Tokus. And he's
Come along,
fast.
Are you
Come along,
farting?
Courtney.
All right, I just gotta. I have a little bit of gas. I just gotta let it out, and I can move a little fast. You know when like you got like gas built up, and you can't really run. It causes like stomach pain. You know.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
If I stand still for too long, I just get gassy. All right, it runs in the genes.
These will reach their hand out to a woman who's just been standing texting the entire time. Goes, come along, Courtney. Hop on the giant human slug.
Hi, Courtney. Do you want a hot dog?
Sam, does Courtney want a hot dog?
I forgot that you had a bee influencer.
I completely forgot that you The influencer following you around.
And not to put any pressure on you, but Will Jenkins is in our chat and says that my B influencer better work. I agree.
I would say that, like, without so much as looking up from her phone, she reaches out her hands and grabs a hot dog and says, "Thanks." And then she takes a
You're
picture of the
welcome.
food before eating it.
Courtney's so baby girl.
Do you want mustard?
And now she will look up from her phone and look at you, and then look back at her phone without saying anything.
Sorry, I don't have any buns. I just put mustard on the hot dog in her hand.
She likes this.
Wow, it's so rustic. Rolo's gonna say, "All right, hold on, folks," as he slaps his track spikes onto his eye sockets and zips out of the door.
So you're all on Rolo. You get about a block. And can you describe how fast you're going, Rolo?
Oh, like so incredibly fast.
Okay, that's
He's faster
too
than
fast.
cars. He's faster than cars. Sorry, as fast as a car, as fast as a minivan.
This is too fast for a slug.
As fast
you
as a
are
Toyota Tacoma.
A 1998 Toyota.
As fast as a 2007 Honda Odyssey.
As fast as a used Dodge Caravan with 150,000 miles on it, but a good engine.
But like driven by a soccer mom.
I think regardless, this is too fast for a nearly blind slug. There are clearly signs all over town that say, "Slugs, slow down." And as you peel out down the street, around the corner comes a police car, and they've got their sirens on. They're coming after you, Rolo de Rolo.
Oh
and
God,
company.
what's that? I can't see.
Speed up, I can't do another nickel.
What do you do, Rolo?
Rolo goes, okay. And he just makes, so he knows the city pretty well. So regardless of his blindness, I think he's able to more or less go the right way. Although it has been like an insanely terrifying ride. Like the majority of the time is spent in the wrong lane.
All right, so we're gonna do our first roll.
Yeah.
And the mechanics of this game is you get 2d6, and when uncertainty comes upon a situation, we frame a question in a way that can be answered yes or no. So if you roll double sixes, that means that you get a yes and, so you get an added benefit. 10 or 11 is just a straight yes. 7 to 9 is a yes, but 3 to 6 is a straight no. And then a 2 is a no and something happens. So the question here is, can Rolo de Rolo, ridden by Frank Wiener, Bees, and Courtney, outrun this cop?
Can I lose 12?
What?
Never mind.
I don't get that.
Yeah. Should I roll?
Please do.
So I'm trying to decide. No, probably not. The track spikes are a weapon, but they hinder everything else that he would be using before. All right, I'm going to roll 2d6. I guess I could probably use my ability here, slip and slide. Would that help me in a way?
Tell me how.
So slip and slide reads, rules as written, use goopy slime to zip around. And so, first of all, the goopy slime being left behind by Rolo's
Mm-hmm.
Tokus would make for an obstacle on the road for the cops behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it would make him fast. So like he'd be like zipping through alleyways, taking sharp turns,
Yeah.
pulling unexpected Uis, you know?
Yeah, if you want to mark a stress to use your ability, you can. You would have 2
Gonna
stress
mark-
left for the rest of this adventure.
Heck yeah. I'm driving my character like a stolen slug car.
Look.
All right. So I'm gonna use that. Do I still have to roll?
You don't have to roll at all if you want to mark your stress.
I'll mark a stress. And everyone on top of Rolo notices just more like as he was driving, he was leaving behind slime, but now like as he like zooms even faster, even more slime is just being left behind from him. Like even like a thicker slime trail is being left behind him as he's zigzagging, trying to make it as hard as possible for the cops to follow him. And yeah.
Yeah. And how are bees, Frank and Courtney, reacting to this madcap adventure that you now find yourself on?
I mean, you tell me what Courtney's doing. But I would like to note that as a sentient hive of bees, I can't sit on Rolo to Rolo. I'm just flying along.
I think
Nice.
Courtney has forgotten this as well, and she was trying to grip onto your waist, and her arms just go through.
Goes through, yeah, of course.
And she loses her balance. I imagine Courtney is in front of Frank, and now she is lost her balance and has fallen back onto Frank.
Oh.
But luckily, Frank is very strong.
Oh, do I?
Frank is very strong. Frank is just going, and as Courtney falls into him, he goes, "I'm sorry if you don't want this touch. I'm not trying to."
Do you consent?
And Courtney's like, we'll talk about this later. And she kind of like, feels like the sculpted muscles behind Frank's mustard stained apron, and she's okay with it.
Oh, wow.
Bees?
Gross.
Just takes note of that for later.
In the
Rob
corner of the
does
screen,
not
bees
notice.
remember. Bees
Bees?
will remember that.
We'll remember that.
And let's see. I think let's do another roll here. I want to see if Rolo, you are going to end up at. I'm gonna give you another roll. So the question is this escape going to take you to your destination?
Okay, I like
And
it.
so go ahead and roll 2 more d6, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That was me rolling. I got a 7.
Oh, so yes, but I think you all arrive on the block of the warehouse, but you're not at the warehouse entrance where you would check in. You're actually around the back where you can see the trucks with the boxes that need to be loaded into the warehouse. So in addition to you all restocking this warehouse with your goods, which are the best-selling slime, honeycomb, and hot dogs on the internet, Jeff Kisses also has a lot of surplus that needs to move from the trucks into the warehouse. So your escape gets you around back, and you can actually see motion and movement of those boxes. And you can see, instead of people unloading the boxes, you can see that there's a group of people who are actually loading the boxes into the trucks. And it looks like one of them is getting ready to start a truck that's almost full, looking like they're going to drive away. What do you do?
Can I
Well-
use my move on that guy?
I was gonna say, Rolo can't see that. He has a pair of track cleats on his eyes, so I'm gonna rely on my two comrades.
Yeah, I see that guy, and I want to use Joseph Joey Chestnut on him.
I mean, okay. Go ahead and mark a stress to use Joseph Joey Chestnut is the name of the move. That's what I put down.
That is correct.
And this is going to make this person feel like he's consumed 76 hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
and buns and water, I'm assuming as well.
Yeah, you gotta dip the hot dogs to make them go down.
Oh my
You
gosh,
gotta
gross.
dip the you gotta dip the dogs.
I think
Joey
that's the most
Chestnut does.
it's the most disgusting part of hot dog eating contests. It's like the idea of soggy bread.
I know, right?
You're making bread sludge. Ugh. All right, Frank, tell us what happens to this guy who's in the driver's seat.
Well, he's now ill because he's not trained like Joey Chestnut to eat 76 hot dogs.
And it is true. This guy, in the driver's seat, all of a sudden clutches his stomach and starts heaving. And now I have a question. Like, this is actually putting hot dogs in his stomach, or does he just feel like there's hot dogs?
That's a good question. And I had written feel like, but I think I like the idea of now there are 76 hot dogs.
There are
in
not
front of him.
76 hot dogs in his stomach.
With the rapid expansion of this person's gut, he just starts to heave. He's vomiting on himself. Half-chewed hot dogs. One sludge is coming out at a high volume and fast pace.
No more.
I don't know what's better, the idea of him just like conjuring 76 hot dogs into this guy's belly, or like Frank taking a moment when like he's yawning or something to just rapid fire 76 hot dogs into his mouth. Like,
Oh no,
through the
he's
car
definitely
window.
just conjuring the hot dogs into the guy by some magical force of will.
Like,
Yeah,
does-
like the power of the-
is Frank using like hand signals, or is it just like
It's a Thanos
instantaneous
snap.
thought? What's happening?
No, it's just he says a quick prayer to Joey Chestnut, and suddenly the man is full of 76 hot dogs.
Patron saint of hot dogs.
Courtney sees this and looks at you, Frank, with wonder in her eyes.
Wow.
Do I have mustard on my face?
Courtney says no. The people who are loading these boxes into the trucks take notice of their violently ill companion and rush over to him at the front. They start to look around to see if they can see if there's any indication of what has caused this. You all have an opportunity here to make yourselves known, or if you want to be sneaky, however you all want to approach this situation.
Can I pop their tires?
You definitely can. And how would you do that?
Bees?
Do you want to roll for it?
Yes.
All right, that's the question. So can bees? And what would that look like? Are you swarming? Are you
No, just send a few worker bees. Sting the tires.
Okay. When your bees use their stingers, do they die?
Of course.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, of course.
It's okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Of
It's a
course.
it's a calculated offense.
They've done their duty. They've served.
They know,
the hive.
yeah. They know what they're doing. They've signed up for this.
I'm gonna say you are going to let's roll for that.
That is a 7.
Oh, a 7. It's a yes. But
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what
so-
we learned in improv class.
yeah, tell me what this looks like.
Oh, yes, spot's a thing in improv too.
So you're
Oh,
going
it's-
for, I would say that there's, I'll lay out the situation for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
4 trucks. One truck driver has already been disabled by
Okay.
Frank Weiner. And now you've got other people who are congregating around that truck, while maybe about 6 more people are sort of surveying the situation. So you got maybe 11 people total right now, 4 trucks. One is disabled. So where are you sending your bees?
Yeah, not the truck with the driver who's sick. Probably one of the other 3 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably the farthest one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And you are going to, you just want to pop one tire, more than one?
Yeah, 1 tire I think is enough.
Okay, great. I'm going to say that, yes, you do pop the tire on that truck. But that truck has the least amount of stuff in it.
Okay.
So there's only a couple of boxes that are actually in that truck. And so if the henchmen get out of this situation, they'll probably just abandon that truck and
Sure.
load the rest of the stuff into the remaining trucks.
To the other
Um,
okay.
Courtney has disentangled herself from Rolo de Rolo and is going over, following the bees that have gone after the truck, and she is filming them, and then she's turning the phone on herself and having a narration of what bees do in order to penetrate rubber so that it can deflate. So she's, talking to the camera. She set up her little halo light as well, and now she's doing a little dance in front of
Good.
in
good.
front of the truck.
Yes. Yes.
As the air rushes out, the truck slowly lowers its level.
So is there one truck that's still like intact?
I think there's
Oh.
2.
Okay. I want to try something.
Um,
go
at
ahead.
this point, also, the henchmen have noticed that you have interrupted them stealing these boxes, and so they have clocked Courtney doing her dance. They have clocked Rolo and Frank sort of standing near each other. They have not necessarily put together that all the bees that are around are one mass hive.
I want to say another quick prayer to Joey Chestnut and try to use Joseph Joey Chestnut on the gas tank of one of the trucks that's still functional.
Love it. Love that.
Fill it with hot dogs.
Yeah, 76 hot dogs in the gas tank.
You're gonna mark a stress to do that? Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
By the power of Joey Chestnut.
By the power vested in Joey Chestnut.
I mean, there are now 76 hot dogs in that gas tank.
And I think that this, even in the real world, explains how this man can consume so many hot dogs, because every time there are disciples of Joey Chestnut in the world filling other people and other things with Joey Chestnut's hot dogs.
His stomach is a
That's-
void to other
that's
things.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's a portal. His
Yeah,
stomach is a portal.
Disgusting. He's chewing up those hot dogs, and you mean to tell
Yeah.
me they're going in someone
one-
else's
At
stomach?
one point, Joey
Stomach.
Chestnut put those hot dogs in his mouth, but here they are somewhere.
Well, here they are in the tank of this truck.
I mean, yes, that happens. A henchman has started up that truck, and it's starting to roll out, but then it starts to sputter, and because this is a cartoon, hot dogs start to come out of the exhaust before the tank blows up. Gas is now everywhere. This truck is not going anywhere. You've got gasoline covered hot dogs rolling throughout, creating a slick mess around these trucks.
It's just flaming hot dogs flying everywhere.
They're not on fire yet.
Okay. Oh no.
And with that, these people who have been loading these things into the trucks, they definitely notice you. And in the last truck, you can see the driver reach over to the dashboard area, slap in a cassette tape, and turn up the volume. All of a sudden, the whole parking lot that you all are in fills with break beats, very like heavy funk influenced, like early 80s, real good, like Sugar Hill Gang break beats. And you can see that these henchmen are dressed head to toe in Adidas track suits. They've got their shell toes, they've got their fat laces. Some of them have thick gold chains, and they start to approach you all top rocking. That means that they are jumping back and forth. Some of them start to go down to the ground. They're six-stepping. You got a guy in the back who's doing power moves. These henchmen are break dancers, and they are coming for you.
Oh
What
man,
you
I
all
wasn't
do.
ready to fight a bunch of stylish b-boys.
Pull it together, Frank. We're going to have to get down and groove to win this one.
What the heck's going on? And then Rollo's gonna slip off his track cleats. I'm like, oh god, as he sees the exploded truck and all the break dancers.
They're so skilled.
They have now formed a circle around Rollo and Frank. Courtney now has taken her camera, and she's trying to sync up her moves to the break beats as well. And so she's observing their moves, and she's like, is this a new trend? Like, should I know this? Like, I usually only dance with my hands and my upper body, but they're using their legs. Courtney is in a state of confusion right now. Yeah.
God, Charlie D'Amelio now.
From behind you, Frank, all of a sudden you feel a swift kick. Somebody has just flipped onto their hands and kicked you with their shoes, and they are, as you turn around, they stand in the classic b-boy pose, which says, now we're going to battle.
Frank is canonically very strong, so the kick, it didn't hurt.
So it was more of an attention grabbing kick.
Frank turns around. I'm not sure you're prepared for this.
And the b-boy says, I'm trying to remember my b-boy slang. Yo, Bida, you got no style. And now he starts to top rock on you, and he is dancing at you, and you, Frank, can feel the pressure and to outperform this dancer, because all around the circle you can feel eyes on you, and people are loving what this b-boy is doing, and they are laughing at you.
Yeah. I think Frank, He just remembers all the dances that he knows, which are the Fortnite dances his nephews made him learn. And so he slips a hot dog out of his 8-pack that he keeps in the cargo pocket of his shorts, puts it in his mouth, starts chewing, and then starts desperately flossing.
A desperate floss. I need to see what a desperate floss looks like.
Hot dog in mouth, desperate
Hot
floss.
dog.
I think that the question here is, can Frank's desperate flossing stand up in this battle? So
He is doing other Fortnite dances. I just don't remember the names of most of them.
And because you're eating one of your 8-pack of kosher hot dogs, I'm going to give you a +1 on this roll.
Ooh.
I love it.
That +1 is going to do a lot because it brings me to a 3.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I think I have a way to help.
And
It's not a
Also,
total failure.
I do as well.
Oh, you also
Yeah.
help, huh?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the help option.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bee influencer that follows me around. Surely,
yeah.
Oh, you're so
Courtney,
right.
So
Courtney and Frank can dance together.
let's see.
Yeah.
Helping. When an adventurer rolls dice and misses, another player can check one stress point to explain how their adventurer helps their fellow player to succeed and get a yes.
Courtney, Frank needs your help.
What?
Frank needs your help, Courtney.
Where are you, bees?
Everywhere.
Bees is all bees.
All right. Courtney nods her head in ascension. She is willing to help out Frank. Just tell me what to do, bees.
You're the influencer. Dance.
So Courtney will in true I don't know. I don't know anything on the internet. She will stand right next to you, Frank, and mimic your moves exactly. You all are in perfect sync. It's almost as if you have practiced this for years. And as you continue to
Could I also
go ahead.
suggest something?
Yes.
What if the music changes?
Yeah, quick! Somebody put on Addison Rae's new song.
Or to like a tango. And so Frank
Ah.
and
Tango
Courtney-
would be really, really silly with this dance.
I mean,
Well,
It's
the
already
music,
very
changes,
silly.
the music changes. The music changes to like.
oh yeah. Let's do it even more. How about some of your bees go and switch from the cassette to
I love it. I love it. Yes.
to a
Bochi's
tango station.
anxiety.
And in that smooth blend from breakbeats to tango, Courtney grabs Frank by the arm and by the waist and says, "Let me lead." And Courtney,
Oh yeah, girl.
I'm not too proud to follow.
yeah, because Courtney is a professional dancer for TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
And she knows all forms of dances and does not want to look bad on her live stream. And so Courtney leads Frank in a beautiful tango, accompanied by the music, and the break dancers cannot find the beat. And now the b-boy himself feels shame as he tries to come back with his own tango moves, but nobody will dance with him.
You're doing it.
Get dancing.
I think while they're distracted, there's still one truck, right? That's been untouched.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's say that you've got four henchmen dressed in Adidas tracksuits and other clothing that you can dance in, have been swiftly moving all of the cargo into that truck.
All right. While most of the henchmen are distracted by the dancing, Is Rolo de Rolo able to go over to the truck and just rub up all his slime up against the wheels of it so it wouldn't be able to get anywhere?
Yeah, go ahead, roll for that. Can
All
you properly slime up these wheels so that they are inoperable?
Yeah. And as he's going over, he's gonna say, "You haven't failed me thus far, Aunt Marge," and he's gonna break open the jar of his family slime over his head and just let it pour all over him. Kind of like when people, people sit on like benches and they like pull the rope holding the bucket of water over them, and it looks great, really cinematic, a little hot too.
Wait,
what?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. What are
It's
y'all
what's the
doing,
music?
Milwaukee?
It's the music video. I know what Dave's talking about.
Yeah.
Plus one
So
to
he's,
this roll.
he's smothering himself in his family's slime. Let's do 5s for an 11 with the +1.
Ooh, that's a yes. These wheels are successfully slimed. At this point, the lead breakdancer says, "I can't find the beat. We got to get out of here." And they all break the circle and enter through the roll-up doors of the warehouse. And slam the doors down on you. They have escaped into the warehouse, which you all are supposed to restock. You've stopped all of the trucks from going away, but now you have breakdancers running around Jeff Kiss's warehouse. What do you all do?
Oh no, there's breakdancers in the warehouse.
There's only one thing left to do. Roller to Roll is gonna slap.
Burn it down.
These horns are a gun.
No, Rolo de Rolo is gonna slap his track spikes on to his eyeballs, and Spikes Forward is just gonna blast as fast as he can through the nearest window or door into the warehouse, just to try to break through there.
All right, let me describe the scene. So the back of the warehouse is pretty much concrete and steel roll-down doors that are all closed now. So there's no windows.
All right, so straight through the steel roll-down door.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do it. I believe in you.
All right.
Yeah.
I think the question is, can Rolo de Rolo, with his track spikes on his eyes, break through a door?
Let's see.
You get a +1 for using your weapon.
Heck yeah. Okay.
You want to try a hot dog?
That +1's gonna bring me to a 5 total.
Oof.
So that's
You should have tried a hot dog.
Rolo de Rolo, you rev up and you slam into a steel door, and you are stunned. Stunned to the point where the impact shatters your already broken glasses.
No.
No!
They are
Aw,
more
man.
broken than before. So they now are in maybe, let's say, 7 or 8 pieces. They cannot fit on your eye stalks.
My glasses.
So you can choose to cross that off of your inventory, or you can, I don't know, put it in a pouch or something like that.
He's picking up all the pieces. I will keep it in my inventory, but instead of in parentheses broken, I'm gonna put in parentheses shattered.
That's
Can
very
I try? I'm very strong.
good. You are. Yes. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna crouch down and grip the bottom of the door and lift it up.
He just walked past Rolo. He's just like laying on the floor.
Just like lifting a full car over the curb.
And I'm going to I'm gonna have you roll for that. But I'll give you a +1 because in your concept you are very strong.
I'm gonna first. I rolled. I know what my roll is, but just for flavor, I guzzle another glizzy.
Yes.
I swear to God.
Gotta go with those glizzies.
I rolled an 11, so I get a 12 because of the +1.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So yes. And I want to say like, and it's not locked, so it comes up easily. But that's not within the spirit of what we're playing.
One of the break dancers was trying to hold the door down, and now they're stuck in the door mechanism.
Oh no!
Um,
That's how my wife's grandma's cat died.
let's
Frank just
let's say this.
murdered a man.
How about this? Frank, you with your strength and amazing muscles and skills, throw the rolling steel door up with a resounding clang. Sunlight floods into the warehouse, and breakdancers scatter like cockroaches. They're hidden behind empty shelves. They're going into the bathroom, up into the rafters. They're there, but they are scared at this point. And
It's just terrifying.
and in front of you, you can see that there is a couple of crates that have been smashed open. And as you approach them, you see, and then Frank, I'm just going to let you add 2 things to your inventory, whatever you want.
Cool. Sweet Joey Chestnut's t-shirt. There's sauerkraut and ketchup over here.
I mean, you could have had anything, and that's what you got.
Those are the things that Frank would be excited about.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I feel like you're getting very, very close. Like if you get some buns, like you're almost set.
My car
I
will
really
finally
wanted
be
him to-
successful.
I really want him to find
Never
buns.
sold
by
hot
you.
dog with buns this entire time.
Yeah. I'm making enough money to need to make deposits that I can't make, but I haven't had buns this entire time.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's good.
Rolo will say, "Great job, Frank." As
And
he-
You
was
should have had a
wonderful.
hot dog.
You're so right. I should have had a hot dog.
You want one now?
I'll have one later.
Aw.
Let's
Let's-
murder the rest of these thieves.
Hey, bees? We're not killing anyone. All right.
I
Look, they look
thirst for
scared.
murder, though.
Oh my God. All right.
Have
as
we
I said-
tried
oh,
asking politely for them to leave?
you know what, we haven't.
Would you guys please leave? I don't think it'll work.
No response from the breakdancers.
Aw.
Courtney has her phone turned on her, and she says, like for a peaceful resolution, favorite for murder.
How many likes have you gotten, Courtney?
7
All right. How many favorites?
ratio.
I
I'm
never
beginning
heard
to
of that
suspect
number.
that Courtney doesn't know how to do TikTok.
She's on to the next thing. TikTok is dead.
I love it. I love it.
So there are breakdancers in this warehouse. But they're hiding from
And
you.
they've all scattered and they're hiding.
I think the only answer is to burn it down.
Wait,
Start
we gotta-
over.
We gotta pack things up first.
Lock
We
the
can't just-
doors. Burn the warehouse.
I like it. But first, why don't I just send my bees into all corners of the warehouse and find them?
That way.
As you all are discussing this, and after Bees has suggested sending his bees or sending himself out, and Frank has
Themselves. Yeah.
talked about burning it, you actually, from the bathroom where some of the breakdancers have come out, you can start to see smoke coming out from that bathroom, as
Oh my
if
God, they're
there
hot
is a fire in the bathroom. And then you can look up to the second level where you can see some offices above, like a catwalk, and you can also see smoke starting to come out of those offices. It looks as if this fire, which you had talked about, has started.
Oh God, I wasn't serious.
Like the hot dogs, you think of it and it happens.
I was just
yeah.
trying to scare the dancers.
Frank Wiener, you're too powerful for your own good. You gotta stop saying things.
It's not I, but Joey Chestnut threw me.
We're all afraid of Joey Chestnut, Frank Weeder. But for now, we have to find those breakdancers.
He's an eldritch god.
All right, they might be breakdancers, but they don't deserve to burn alive. Everyone scatter and help the breakdancers. And
Is that what
yeah,
you all are
Rolo-
doing?
that's what Rolo's doing. He'll like
Yeah.
zip in one direction, slam into a
Breakdancers.
wall, and turn around.
If you come out, I'll give you a reasonable number of hot dogs.
Less than 76.
75, much more reasonable than 76.
Personally, I can eat
bees.
maybe 4.
The bees
You
will
only eat
scatter.
4 hot dogs.
Right.
Bees will scatter and look for where the breakdancers are.
Mm-hmm. And you can see a pocket of maybe 3 breakdancers huddled by some empty shelving out of view from the door. And behind them is the bathroom that has smoke billowing out of it. So they're more focused on the door where Frank and Rolo and Courtney are than on the smoke that's behind them.
I mean, then I'll just congregate in front of them and take the shape of a humanoid figure again.
This is terrifying.
All right.
and they are rightly terrified as this bee human apparition appears out of thin air in a cacophony of buzzing in front of them.
Behind you, the flames of your death. Flee.
I think the question here is can you convince these breakdancers to run away from the fire?
Can I do it?
Do you want a hot dog?
It's not gonna help.
Should have eaten the hot dog.
Courtney pipes up. They're really good with mustard.
I mean, maybe some of the other bees can go back and get a hot dog. But also, wait, no, that's hilarious. Yes, no, some of the bees fly back. If you want to mark a stress to make this, yes, because I roll a 4.
Ooh.
So,
I'll mark my last stress to give you a hot dog.
whoa. The hot dog will fly back. There's no mouth. So it just like goes to where the mouth would be.
Well,
And
bees
they all
have
just
mouths. They could all eat it together.
no,
At
it's
the mouth.
no. It mimics the human eating it, and you just see it like fall down and then land
Comes
on
out where the
ground.
butt should be.
Yeah, land where the ground is. Yeah,
It's just undigested. They
Yeah.
just move the hot dog.
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
it
Go
go
through
100%.
as if it's a
Yes.
human
Yes.
digestive system.
100%. Yes.
Just,
This
rubbing the
sight
belly.
is this sight is too much for these 3 breakdancers to comprehend. One straight up faints, but luckily the 2 other of his friends catch him under the arm and say, "We got it, bug out." And they run through you bees, scattering, and they run out the door away from the fire and away from the bees. So Frank and Rolo, they're running past you. I mean, you can do something with them. You can let them leave. It's your choice.
Have a glizzy on your way out.
I just
Want a
saw
hot
Johnny
dog?
lift.
Want a
With
hot
this-
dog on your way out?
They're like, no.
Remember,
Joey Chestnut be with you in your departure.
use your powers for good, kids.
These breakdancers are gone. And on the second floor, you can see the smoke has started to billow even thicker. Now you can see orange and yellow lights coming from inside the office, looking like what looks to be a flame.
All right, should we get to packing real fast?
Is there anything left?
I mean, you have this warehouse which might be on fire.
Yeah.
You have the stuff that's outside in the parking lot covered in a variety of slime and gasoline and hot dogs.
The family slime.
I was just thinking that. As just Rollo's just sopping wet, just dripping slime this entire time. All right, I'll handle the fire. You guys do something. And
Where
he
are
just-
the break dancers?
Wait. And I run
Go
over and I
on.
pick up the hot dog that I gave to Bees. This is still technically a good hot dog.
It's not.
It was a delicious hot dog, Frank. Thank you.
He didn't even eat it. All right, you want me to,
Yum,
Frank?
yum.
You want me to eat this? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, enjoy the strength that this hot dog gives you.
All right. And then Rollo will, with his eye sockets, grab the hot dog, and you just
Could
see
just
him.
put it in your mouth for you.
Oh, sure. Frank will, Rollo will lay down underneath the hot dog with his mouth open. Wow. That's delicious, Frank. I feel better than ever. And then Rollo will rev up and just zoom. He'll start with the top floor and just try to zoom into the office and try to spread as much of his family slime as he can.
I look
And I
over
think
at
I-
Courtney and proudly say, "That's hot dog magic."
And Courtney smiles back at you and she says, "You didn't have to tell me. I can see."
Wow. That's so romantic.
She knows hot dog magic when she sees
yeah.
it.
But I would like to use slip and slide again to use my thick goopy slime to try to put the fire out. Just zooming around.
Before you do that, as you are slipping and sliding, you're going up into the office. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So as you get closer and closer to the office, you can see the smoke billowing out. You can see the what looks to be flames now consuming the inside of the office. But you notice something strange as you get closer to the door to the office. The temperature around you stays the same.
This is suspicious. Oh,
there.
I'll try to kick down the door with my eyeballs. Ouch!
I mean, yes.
This is
I
why I
gotta
do it.
gave you a hot dog.
And before you see a scene of a raging inferno with smoke billowing towards you. As the doors open, the flames seem to get bigger and the smoke gets thicker.
But it's not hot.
It is not.
Huh. This is strange, but maybe this is just how fire works, and I've just been oblivious the entire time. And he'll just start zipping around the room, spreading his family slime everywhere.
And you zip around the room, putting your slime over these flames, and it does nothing. And as
Guys, we got a
you
problem.
get closer to the flames, you pass through them without any effect on you.
He'll go back to the door. You guys, I think the fire that Frank conjures is cold.
I didn't conjure any fire.
Well, you talked about it and it appeared, and I thought that there's a problem here, guys. The fire is not real fire. It's not going out from slime, and it doesn't hurt. It's not hot. I don't know what the heck's going on, all right? I'm just a slug spreading my slime, and I'm just doing what I do, and it's not working. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he'll shove his eyes into his body.
All right, we should probably load all the stuff back into the warehouse now. If it's not on fire.
Yeah, I guess it's not a problem.
I'm not in the least bit curious.
Rolo, as you survey the situation in the office again, you can see the flames getting more and more intense. But through the smoke and the fire and the crackle of the fire, you feel you can hear something thumping. Sounds like something's thumping against a door or a wall. And you also hear what sounds like muffled yelling.
Wait, I hear
The
something.
heart of someone you murdered beating.
Oh, God, it's the heart of the past breakdancers who occupy this warehouse.
Nevermore.
Rolo de Rolo will go to the wall where the source is coming from.
You
And he'll try to
walk through the flames untouched by their searing heat, and you come upon a door where the flames have seemed to engulfed.
Does it open? Is it locked?
It's closed.
Slaps his wet eyeballs against it to see if it opens.
All right, let's do a roll. Can you open this door? You giant slug.
Okay. All right. I don't think I got anything that could help me here. Oh, but I got a 7.
And,
Wow.
so you push against the door. It opens. And you see a man tied to a chair with a gag around his mouth. He looks
I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
familiar, but you can't place him.
Who? Rolo will go there and he'll just slap him in the face hard enough with his eyeballs that the gag just falls out. Who are you? What are you doing here?
The man, with a mixture of shock and relief, shock because you're a giant slug, but relief because he's been tied up. He says, "My name is Wayne Gretzky."
What?
Wayne Gretzky. You might heard of me.
Never heard of him.
Blow up the Stanley Cup.
Why you tied up? What you gonna get? What's going on? Why are the breakdancers here? Why is this fire not hurting me?
She's trying to steal the Stanley Cup.
Who?
I don't know. She's like a magician. I think she said her name was Madame Mirage. And she's trying to steal the Stanley Cup.
I hate magic. All right. Hey, guys, you might want to come up here. Bees. Frank.
All right, I'm coming.
Coming.
Do you want Courtney to come up too, or?
Courtney, you stay here and keep an eye on things.
And Courtney's.
Don't tell my influencer what to do.
I'm
Courtney
sorry. I thought. Never mind.
Courtney, stay here and keep an eye on things.
Guys, look. It's Wayne Gretzky.
Hockey legend Wayne Gretzky. Wow.
Thank you. Finally, somebody who knows who I am.
Would you like a hot dog?
Like my hands to be unbound.
And then would you like a hot dog?
Maybe.
You should really try hot dog. They're fantastic.
I have mustard. I have ketchup. I have sauerkraut.
They're really good with
I'm
mustard.
untying his hands as I say this.
That sounds wonderful. Do you have buns?
No.
Oh man,
Rollo's just giving him. Rollo's giving him comforting, slimy eyeball pats.
Wayne Gretzky is taking it because because he's got information for you all about the big bad. He tells you that he was exploring a partnership with his friend and mentor Jeff Kisses about how to ship hockey pucks quicker through a special overnight slap shot delivery. And he had come to the warehouse for a meeting and had happened upon somebody who was trying to steal his Stanley Cup.
Classic kisses, Wayne. You've been kissed.
Wait, so Jeff
I thought he was a
Kisses
good
the bad
billionaire.
guy the whole time?
Yeah, I knew that.
So I started off saying that. Were none of you
Yeah.
listening to us?
No, I heard you.
Does this mean capitalism is a broken system?
We don't have time for an in-depth critique, but yes.
Aww.
Maybe we should all just go sell hot dogs in space.
No, I need you to save the Stanley Cup. You see, even though I'm the greatest hockey player ever, it's not actually mine. I borrowed it
Oh,
from the National Hockey League.
Right.
I'm
Who all the young hockey players aspire to.
Yes,
If,
and
the
if only I
Stanley
knew
Cup
hockey
is
better, I would
gone.
name some of those young hockey players.
There's so many. There's too many to name. We don't have time.
It's a sport growing faster than pickleball.
Nothing's growing
God.
faster than pickleball. That's ridiculous, Wayne Gretzky.
That's crazy, Wayne Gretzky.
yeah.
That's
I know
crazy,
where my
Paul.
head
Even
is
I've
better.
played pickleball.
Pickles can't grow. I mean, they shrink when you ferment them.
I don't know what that was, but pickleball's a sport for old people and young people,
I'm so confused.
rich and poor. It's the great
Well-
equalizer.
We'll
Wait,
introduce you to pickleball after this, Rolo.
It's really a fantastic game. You're gonna be bad at it.
Wayne Gretzky ushers you all to a stairway in the back of the office, and he says, "This stairway leads downstairs to Jeff's gigantic walk-in freezer. That's where I was keeping the Stanley Cup, and that's where I think Madame Mirage still is."
How do we know you're not just trying to trap us in a freezer, Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah. Maybe you just want my family slime. You want to
I
get your
don't
hands
think-
all up in the slime, don't ya?
I would absolutely assume a master of illusion would take on the form of a beloved hockey player to trick us.
We should destroy Wayne Gretzky just in case.
Good idea, Frank Wiener. Fill him
Wait.
with hot dogs.
I might be able to do that in one last glorious display. And I sacrifice myself to fill Wayne Gretzky with hot dogs.
Yeah!
Mind you, you don't die when you mark 3 stress. You just automatically fail any subsequent rolls.
I can, however, decide to sacrifice myself
Oh, you're so
in
right.
a dazzling display, in a dazzling action.
You're so right.
And as I fade from existence, Wayne Gretzky is filled with hot dogs.
Oh, I love it.
Going to the great
I
fun
shout
in the
in
sky.
the general direction of Courtney. Remember me? Mustard your hot dogs.
She yells back, "I never liked buns anyways." Wayne Gretzky falls to the ground, stomach full of hot dogs, groaning in immense pain.
Oh God,
Um,
it's so much worse up close.
Johnny, do you want Frank to be out? Because maybe because I can offer a way for him to come back in.
Okay.
Frank's body slumps down. Hot dog sweats running off of him. Tongs limp in his hands. Ketchup staining the front of his shirt like some sort of morbid wound. As he crumples down there, footsteps come up the stairs. It is Courtney, who, in this moment of loss, realizes that her life of being an influencer is full of unsatisfaction and nothingness, and she would rather try her hand at an honest trade. And as she ascends the stairs, you all can see that in her hand she has a 12-pack of white spongy hot dog buns coming towards Frank Wiener, and she places them on his limp form, and the magical combination of hot dog, sauerkraut, ketchup, mustard, and buns revive Frank, and you're back in the game.
As it should be.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
Oh
got
man,
a
who
whole
got
set of-
ketchup on me?
Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky's blood.
It is, yeah.
All right, guys, we gotta go downstairs and really mess up a magician, I guess.
I was really certain that was her pretending to be Wayne Gretzky. We just
It definitely wasn't.
I fully believed you.
Wayne Gretzky groans.
Well,
I'm
sometimes you
Sorry,
get
Wayne Gretzky.
I'm so sorry, Wayne Gretzky.
We're sorry, Wayne Gretzky.
Hey, we'll make it up to you. Free hot dogs for life, right, Frank?
Of course, within reason.
Within reason. All right. Let's go
Dude.
downstairs.
As we go downstairs, I look over at Courtney and I just say, "Just so you know, with this gift, you are officially Mrs. Courtney Wiener."
She smiles the truest, fullest smile that she's ever smiled. As you all descend downstairs, you can feel
Courtney has
the air
achieved self-awareness.
getting colder and colder. The door to the freezer opens up, and as you walk into the freezer, you are in what seems to be much more than a freezer. It is a cave full of ice, stalactites, 20 feet tall, drop from the ceiling. You can hear cold winds circling around. Jagged stones come up from the floor. It's a very dangerous and slippery place in here. But all the way at the back, you can see encased in ice, which is the way that hockey players carry around the Stanley Cup, is the Stanley Cup. It's in a block of ice.
Naturally.
Of course.
Naturally. Wow. Think of all the hot dogs you could store in here, Wiener.
Probably 30, 35,
At least.
maybe 40.
Don't get crazy with it, Frank Wayne.
Yeah, calm
Definitely
down,
not
Frank.
45.
No,
A little
too many.
bit.
It's too many hot dogs, but not enough to shove into someone's stomach.
All right, there's the cup. I forget what we were supposed to do with it.
I think
I think-
we're supposed to steal the Stanley Cup and give it to someone young. Was that what we were doing?
All right, yeah.
Don't
I don't know.
remember I
We
died.
killed Wayne Gretzky. We can't ask him anymore.
I don't think he's dead. I think he's just really full.
Wait, we're taking it from Jeff Kisses and giving it back to hockey.
Yeah.
That was it. If the magician shows up, I can distract her for a moment.
All right.
So get the cup and get out.
Time to steal the cup from big business and give it to big hockey. Let's go.
As you start to cross the tundra of this cave, all of a sudden a polar bear appears and rears up on its hind legs and starts to advance towards you.
Oh my God, a polar bear.
I don't know what the heck to do with this.
I throw my tongs at it.
Right. Can you fend off this polar bear by throwing your tongs at it? Roll with +1.
I think I just automatically fail, right? Unless my stress is cleared when I came back to life.
Oh yeah, we did resolve that. So let's resolve it now. Let's say you have done that. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
There we go.
A 9.
Nice.
+1.
Oh, 10.
Oh, there you go. You hit the polar bear in the nose with the tongs. It whimpers like a kicked puppy and runs away.
Yeah, that was a really big dog. Great job, Frank.
I'm very sorry, puppy.
All right, let's go.
Bro,
Roll's
you're
gonna
the
start
fastest. Get it, yes.
Roll's gonna start zooming towards the Stanley Cup.
As you get to maybe about 10 feet from the Stanley Cup, all of a sudden things slow down for you, Rollo, and the scene shifts. Rollo de Rollo. In your mind's eye, you see the scene of the thing that you most desire in life. Can you tell us what is the thing that Rollo de Rollo most desires?
Legs.
Be filled with 76 hot
Sorry, what?
dogs. Not arms.
Arms and legs.
Can you describe to us what this looks like?
It's so imagine a person standing, but like erase the torso and their head. So it's just detached arms and legs. Just motion and just giving the come here motion.
You see this in front of you, and you know
Oh God.
that you have a choice in this moment. You can go towards the Stanley Cup, but your ability to have the arms and legs of your dreams will evaporate into nothingness. Or you are certain that if you go towards these arms and legs, they will attach to you and be yours for the rest of your days.
You guys, I'm so sorry, but I just really want to be able to grab something, anything, and he'll pivot and just dash towards the arms and legs.
Oh
With his
no,
eyeballs
he's
out.
been enticed by something other than the Stanley Cup.
Turn your eyes back to hockey, Rollo.
We have to save the entire sport of hockey. It's Canada's pastime. Our neighbors to the
Zooming in.
north.
As Rollo is overtaken, you can hear ominous laughter coming from behind the Stanley Cup as Madame Mirage herself, resplendent in midnight black gown, hair pulled into a tight bun, and with I don't know, a cat mask on.
Wow.
Steps out behind.
Ooh la la.
Off to the other side of the Stanley Cup steps out Jeff Kisses with a blowtorch, and he turns his blowtorch to the Stanley Cup to melt the ice. And get it in
No.
position.
I'm gonna mark.
Oh.
Hang on. I wanna mark 2 stress and fill Jeff Kisses with
I haven't done-
152 hot dogs.
I haven't done my special move this entire time.
But you can, no, you.
No, you're right. You're right. Phil, you're right. That's a good thing to do.
I mean, there's definitely 2 opponents, so you all talk it out.
Yeah, there's 2 opponents.
I can fill the lady with 152 hot dogs if you'd rather.
I mean, my special move would get them both. If they got ears and they can hear the B movie script, they're done.
Oh,
For.
wait, you're so right.
True.
I don't see
They're
why you
done
can't do
for.
both.
You guys
do
could
both.
do
We
both.
We team up.
You could team up.
Imagine being
I fill them
astounded
each with
by the
76 hot
Hive-
dogs.
the sentient hive of bees will turn to Frank and be like, "Team up."
This is a wonderful way for us to celebrate my recent marriage to your assistant.
I think that makes me a father. And then the
I don't
bees will
think so, sir.
fly off. towards-
In the background, Rollo's just clawing at the arms and legs with his eyeballs. Please attach yourselves to me. I want it.
Joey Chestnut, fill me with your power.
As bees gets in between the two of them, they'll form into the hive mind or the humanoid form and just go, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think are possible. And we'll continue talking.
It's like that exact moment that their stomachs fill with 76 hot dogs.
Yeah.
In awe, Madame Mirage and Jeff Kisses turn and are enraptured by the most perfect movie script known to the human race. They linger on all of the different nuances and words, the similes, the metaphors, the symbolism. They don't even notice that moment by moment, their stomachs expand with more and more processed meat and slushy bread buns as well. By the end of the script, they have both taken a seat on the ground, blowtorch forgotten, Stanley Cup half melted out of its ice, and they are enraptured, entranced, and hoping for a B movie 2. You all have saved the Stanley Cup from Madame Mirage and Jeff Kisses.
I look at Courtney and I say, B movie's good and all, but it's no Shrek the Third.
What's going on with the arms and legs? Sorry.
Yeah.
Rollo de Rollo, you as bees and Frank Wiener have defeated your opponents. You snap out of your magician-induced stupor to find arms and legs attached to your body.
Tears start streaming from his face. He goes, and then, out of a moment of realization, he uses his hand to wipe his tears, and he starts crying even more. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's frankly off-putting.
It's
Just run with arms and legs.
terrifying.
Wow.
It's giving the Barbie arms and legs on the crane in Toy Story.
That's exactly what it looked like.
We cut to 1 year later. Bees is prepared to walk Courtney down the aisle. Frank Wiener stands at attention as Rollo de Rollo holds their vows in his hands, prepared to wed this miraculous couple, a couple that nobody thought was going to happen, especially me, but then it did.
The propped up corpse of Wayne Gretzky is my best man.
Oh my god! His sunglasses on, full weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, for sure.
The camera pans up and follows a single bee as it flies off into the horizon.
Wow. Oh.
There we go.
You know, I've been playing tabletop role-playing games for a few years now, and never in my entire life would I imagine I would hear the words, "I fill Wayne Gretzky's stomach with 76 hot dogs." Just, I don't know how anyone could ever prepare for that sentence.
Wow. Thank you
Yet here
so
we are.
much, Sam.
Thank you for running that for us, Sam. That was a ton
That was
of
a
fun.
blast. That was really fun.
It's always fun to just let loose and be goofy, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you all for letting me bring this in. It was a great thing. I'm sure everybody out there in Twitch and on YouTube are having a great time. And that's it. I got nothing else.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else either. Justin, you got anything?
I mean, this is a great game.
to play with your kids, as we said before, but it can be a great
Mm.
game if you're like hanging out with friends and you're like, what are we going to do tonight?
Yeah.
Because you need literally zero prep for this.
Mm-hmm.
And you just get to be goofy. Like, Sam, you had nothing coming into this, right?
No.
Yeah, right? This was entirely improv on the spot.
I didn't even read the rules before we got here.
Danny can't even read, as we've established many times.
Ah,
So
I think I wrote down.
just-
I've got maybe 6 words as notes, and that's it.
love it.
Incredible.
Jeff kisses Wayne Gretzky, Madame Mirage.
I had a blast. We hope you had a blast too. Support us if you're not. And we'll see you back next week for more Avatar Legends. Finally. Hopefully.
Finally, yeah, hopefully. All right.
Yeah. And anyway. Good night. Bye.
Later, Cat Gators.
You like jazz?
You want a hot dog?